Hello, this is Dr. Bob of Proactive Wellness and Injury Center, and I wanted to talk to you a few moments in this particular session about sleep and the importance of sleep. I know for a lot of people, that's an issue that they kind of had skirted or just dismissed as not that important. And there are even some people that I'm aware of that brag about how little sleep they get, but yet they're able to perform well throughout the day. Well, that is mythology. And it's interesting to note how important sleep is, so much so that poor quality sleep actually plays into the development of any and every disease that you can name. So, what I'm saying is this: if you go back in the history of the individual with the disease, you can find out that he or she has been suffering with poor quality sleep for many, many years. So, what I want to do here is to share with you just a few tips, some very simple, that you can incorporate that may help to improve the sleep, because in our practice we're very focused on the quality and the health of the brain, and poor quality sleep adversely and tremendously affects the health of the brain. Anyway, here we go. So what one thing you want to do is to go to bed after sundown. Now, I know that sounds maybe on the surface pretty ridiculous, as advice, but nonetheless, there are a lot of people that you may know, I know, that, get after they eat supper, they sit down and in the evening they're watching television only to fall asleep in their favorite chair and whatnot, to get up later on, to awaken and to go to bed and find difficulty in going to sleep. So again, what I'm saying is, wait until well after sundown to go to sleep. And when you do, don't sleep in the furniture that's out in the living room, but rather go to that nice bed that you invested in and get quality sleep there. Number two, what you also want to do is abstain from the use of any technology, in the evening. Make a cutoff time when you don't, you're not focused on texting on your phone, or looking in your phone or your iPad or your computer. Cut it off, because that blue light, that radiation that's being emitted from your device is affecting certain things in the brain, and it's stimulating it, and it makes it very, very hard to go to sleep. And that is true of your kids as well. So you want to make sure that there's a cutoff time for them also. Another thing is, cut off the amount of caffeine that you may be ingesting, whether it's the thiobromine, whether it's the caffeine in your iced tea or your coffees or other stimulant drinks. You want to cut them off as well early in the afternoon, or certainly early in the evening, so that they're not still working in your system, creating the stimulation in your body. Skip the desserts that are loaded with sugar. Sugar really stimulates the body, and that's not something you want in the evening. And I know, great tasting piece of cake or pie or whatever it might be, but if you're doing that, make sure that you are limiting the amount that you're eating, because the more that you ingest, the more stimulated the body becomes. So you want to either reduce the amount or cut it out totally of these sugary desserts, not diseases, excuse me. And then also in the day, you want to try to get at least 20 minutes of sunshine every single day that you can. Yeah, get out there and get the sunshine. I'm sure that most of you are aware that sunshine stimulates and helps the body in the production of vitamin D, but many people don't realize that the sunlight also helps the body in its production of melatonin, and that's something that people are buying at the drugstores and wherever in order to help them sleep. And here, if the person just went out every day, exposed themselves to about 20 minutes, that's all, about 20 minutes worth of sunshine each and every day, it's going to enable your body, that's been fearfully and wonderfully made, designed to create its own melatonin, which would help that individual sleep at night. It's easy thing to do. And also, I might add, you need about 20 minutes of physical activity each and every day. Now, I'm not talking about getting and walking around the office, or getting up or house cleaning and, taking care of the kids, moving around. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about some activity that we would deem as exercise, like getting outside again for the 20 minutes of exposure to the sun. Get out there while you're out there and do a nice brisk or casual 20-minute walk. Get out and enjoy nature. and the sights and the sounds of the spring and the summer and the fall, even in the winter. Get out and be active, whether it's, again, walking outside, walking on your treadmill, doing some moderate exercise at home, whatever it might be. You want to make certain that you're engaging your body each and every day. Your body will thank you for it. Now, for those of you who are needing some what we call crisis intervention or some help, there is a product, and I don't usually recommend these things, but I will in this case. We work with Biotics, and we have for many, many years a company called Biotics, and I have the utmost trust in this country, in this company, with their integrity, with their formulations, and with the effectiveness of these compounds. And they've come out with a new one here that's called Alpha Theta PM. Alpha Theta PM. And I'm going to read to you some of the things that it benefits, because they've had some phenomenal results with people that have used it. And clinically, we have experienced, or I should say the patients that we recommend getting on this have experienced outstanding results as well. So I want to share it with you. These are some of the benefits that are gotten. It increases the calming brainwave activity. This is not anecdotal. This is empirical. They can demonstrate this through brain waves. It improves the overall sleep onset, the quality, and the duration of the sleep. Not just the time, the amount that you sleep, but the quality of the sleep. You're getting into deep REMs, and the duration, the longevity of the period of time that you spend in those different levels of sleep. It promotes the natural circadian rhythm. It supports healthy levels of what's known as GABA and serotonin and dopamine. These are neurochemicals that affect the brain in a calming sense, and it helps to support those levels. It fosters the GABA receptor function. That means that not only will you have an increase in these types of neuro relaxers, but the receptors there are going to be more active and engaged to receive these things. And it protects against the glutamate toxicity, and that's a subject for another time, but trust me, we don't want too much glutamate in the brain, because it does cause toxicity and it does cause malfunction of the brain. And then also it optimizes your stress response, which means that it enables you in this stress-laden world and environment we live in. It helps the body to respond to stress in a much more efficacious way. So look, if you are a current patient of ours, you can simply go to our website, and then click on the button where it says partners, scroll down there, and you can click on the Biotics banner, and you can place your order that way. They'll send it to you. And or if you're not a patient of ours and you're interested in this, you can certainly contact our office, and we'll give you the code, because these are pharmaceutical grade nutraceuticals, and they are not just dispersed openly to anybody, everybody. So you can contact our office. We'll be more than happy to share that link with you. And as far as dosage, the suggested dosage, if you do take it, is 2 capsules right before bed, about 30 or 45 minutes before you're ready to retire, with a glass of water, nothing else. So again, that product is called Alpha Theta PM. Hey, thanks a lot for allowing me to share this information with you. And look, if you do engage, if you do follow through these recommendations that I've made with you, and you do get the product, and you've used it for a while, please contact us and let us know how it's affecting you, how it's benefiting you or not benefiting you, or whatever it might be, so that we can pass that on to other individuals, and they can know as well how it might indeed affect them and be a benefit to them. Hey, once again, thanks so much for watching. Until the next video, and as always, God bless.